Hi and thank you. This video is on how to create newsletters and the differences between a newsletter and a marketing campaign. So when you're about to create a newsletter, you want to go ahead and create new campaign. And what you're going to do is you're going to select newsletter instead of the drip campaign. So you click on newsletter right here. Now the difference, if you click on drip campaigns, it's going to react with a trigger, status, and type. So it'll only send out if it's a new lead and it's a buyer or an REO. However, if you want a newsletter and have everybody on a newsletter, this is how you go about doing it. Creating it published and then making it public or private and give it to people in your team by user group. But once you do that, you hit save. In this case, I'm going to create the high touch newsletter, a quarterly newsletter, and you can make a monthly, quarterly, yearly newsletter. And when you're done, hit save. It should say campaign successfully saved. So now, what do you need to do? Well, you're going to create actions for this newsletter. So I'm going to create an action step right here. And remember, newsletters are kicked off per a time period. So in this case, we're going to create the first newsletter. In this case, we're going to create a subject, 5 things to know on buying a home. It's a newsletter already predetermined. And if for some reason you had templates, select a template that you already have created in the system. Okay, now if you don't have a template, you can create templates, alrighty, but in the meantime, that's how it would look. So you can create your templates in this area, and or if you don't have any templates, say none, and then type in info here. Okay, now over here will be sent on a certain date. So let's say this is going to be sent on October 1st in the year 2015. So you have your body of information in here, and then you hit save. So there you have it. You're going to have one of your newsletters saved, but maybe you wanted to create a couple that go out. So the next one, create a new action, and you're going to go ahead and maybe make your November newsletter. So make your new November and select November as your new newsletter, okay, and write the information here, etc. In this case, the newsletter would be why it's a good time to buy a home. Select your template layout if you have one, your body info here, okay, and you're going to go ahead and have it November going out and auto canceling if it changes from one status to the other, and hit save. You could also put an attachment and hit save. And as you can see now, I created 2 newsletters. One goes off October 1st, one goes out November 1st. And of course, you would edit these and add your information. And I would highly recommend always hyperlinking back to your website. The email doesn't have to be that pretty, that beautiful. It's the information that's on it and the hyperlinking to where it goes to your website. And that's where the information should actually be, is on your website more so than in an email. If it's on your website, then it's rankable. Google can crawl it, and you can get some ranking factor for it. Now the question here is, how do you trigger it and number of subscribers? As you can see, it says 0 subscribers. There's no one subscribed to this newsletter. So how do we get people to be subscribed to the newsletter? Well, you click on your Leads tab. And when you click on your Leads tab, you'll have the option to review your database and see who you want to be part of the newsletter. So in this case, maybe I wanted to see all clients that are prospects or maybe not canceled, maybe flying in, depending on what newsletter you have. And I could select 50 at a time. Okay, select them. And once you've selected them, you click here with selected. You're going to add them to a newsletter campaign. Now you may have many newsletter campaigns, as you can see here. We've created many different newsletters, but the one that we just created was a high-touch newsletter quarterly. So put them on there and then hit go. As you can see now, 50 subscribers have been added to the newsletter. Now if you go back to the actual marketing material and look for your quarterly newsletter, you will see all 50 people attached to it. As you can see here, now that I look for the high touch campaign, you will notice number of subscribers 50. Now when emails do leave the platform, there is an unsubscribe link on the bottom of the email. So if someone's no longer interested in getting your newsletters and your material, they will and they can unsubscribe, and we'll put a red X next to their email on the leads tab. So there you have it. You could either use MailChimp to send out emails, or you can use the marketing system here, and the leads will go out through your Mailgun setup. If you have MailChimp, you're going to go to Tools and Settings and set up your MailChimp account by going to your Manager Settings, and you're going to be adding your API key for your MailChimp API key, and you could generate a hook for leads to come back into the CRM. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to learn more about how to do MailChimp API keys and other functions within the CRM and other ideas. With that said, thank you very much, and should you have any questions, go to the support ticket. Thank you now. Bye-bye.